Welcome back to the live broadcast. Next topic that we're going to cover is collaboration. And with me in the studio, we've got Vanessa Sulikowski. Vanessa is a distinguished systems engineer working in the sales organisation. Good morning, Vanessa. How are you?
Good morning, Raven. I'm really excited. It's Cisco Live. It's the best week of the year.
Excellent, and thank you for making the time to attend the live broadcast. Really appreciate it.
Yep.
Now, if we look at collaboration, the collaboration technology is much more than just enabling people to communicate via voice and video. And Vanessa, what are we going to talk about today? Is it just collaboration?
No, as you said, not just vanilla collaboration. When people think about collaboration, they think about communicating on voice and video, which is very important, just like we're broadcasting on video today. But I want to talk to you about some of the innovations and technology innovations we've done in collaboration to really enable workforce experience and workplace transformation. And if you think about the workforce and the workforce experience, the WebEx platform, a lot of people consider that as a meetings platform. What we've done is we've given WebEx a facelift. And we've given it basically an overhaul and enhanced it and combined it with our cloud collaboration platform. And so we've created a REST API enabled microservices environment that will do all of your collaboration. So allow you to connect, to converse, to share, to meet, to team, to create, co-create, whiteboard, annotate, all of the collaboration things you'd like to do, real-time and non-real-time, so persistent collaboration. And also our WebEx devices. If you think about the workplace, our video endpoints, they're not just video endpoints anymore, they're intelligent workplace devices. And as to intelligent workplace devices, they have AI enablement, they've got an NVIDIA GPU chip built into them, so you know what they can do? They can automate our sharing and our meetings, and they're also workplace sensors. So they can tell you when somebody's in the room and they can count the number of people in the room, which is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, and I'm reflecting back now. In the early 2000s, I was a collaboration engineer.
Yes, you were.
And that was just voice technology with a very smidge of video. So it truly has changed over time. So why workforce experience and workplace transformation as your chosen topic?
Well, so organisations are feeling many internal and external pressures. They're under a war for top talent, and top talent are choosing their next gig. Not based on monetary reasons, but based on the workforce experience and the workplace environment provided, and they expect it to be phenomenal. But the workplace itself as well. If you look at corporate real estate and work and office environments, they're actually the number 2 cost for organisations, and for those that still have traditional workplace environments with fixed desks and individual allocated offices, it's actually their most underutilised asset. So organisations right throughout our region, and we're a third of organisations in our region, are moving to flexible working, shared workspaces and activity-based working. Now, when moving to that model, they need technology to help them be mobile. They need to be able to work from anywhere. They need to be able to connect from a mobile, from a desktop, from a tablet, but they also need to be able to use that to virtually then connect into the workplace environment. And the other reason why it is so important is the rise of agile. Right, agile's been bandied around, and it's one of those terms that for the last couple of years people have been talking about agile, but agile's not a fad. It's not going away, and agile ways of working really requires team technology. And team technology from a workforce experience perspective, we've done a lot of work to secure and provide secure team collaboration. And there's a lot of sessions that you'll be able to watch on demand based on the security architecture, on what we can do with hybrid collaboration and connecting clouds and on-prem together. And so lots of things that really are going to enable those organisations that need to provide that great workforce experience and that great workplace environment.
Excellent. So to summarise, it's basically making sure that we get the right talent into the organisation. We've got to focus on workforce experience and workplace transformation, space utilisation, and then also adapting to some of the model changes around agile and others.
Yep.
So that's all good and well. Now we know why it's important. So Talk to me about the technology innovation in this space.
Yeah, and what I'd like to drill down onto is meetings. And the reason I want to drill down onto in meetings, because even in the workforce experience and also that workplace experience, probably the most common, the most prevalent and the most important communication method in any organisation is meetings. But it's also been the most problematic. People have had the most challenges, scheduling meetings, starting meetings, connecting to meetings, being able to share in meetings. And we've basically overhauled WebEx to make it intuitive. We're making it really easy, and we have made it easy to schedule. So with smart scheduling, you can use a wildcard at WebEx or at Meet to schedule from any device. And so you can use schedule from your standard mobile calendar, and what you're doing now is you're scheduling people and their time. You don't need to worry about location, you don't need to worry about the technology. They'll have all of the information of how they can connect and the flexibility to connect. So they can connect from a mobile, from a browser, they can connect from their desktop or from any video endpoint. Now, also making it easy to join. We've put a one button to push and a one click to start, and it's consistent across all devices. So as soon as you jump on to an interface, as soon as you jump onto your mobile, desktop, video endpoint, you press the green button or touch the green button. But thinking about the workplace, now the workplace and meeting rooms, they've been challenging as well because it's been hard to start meetings, it's been hard to go in and share. And so we looked at how could we solve that entire spectrum of meetings. So not just the real time, but before and after meetings, and how you can connect and share in meetings. Now we knew that dongles and people walking into rooms and having to get a cable, people always bought the wrong dongle. And then when they did have the right dongle, they're trying to connect and couldn't get their PC to sync. And so we wanted to do wireless sharing. And so a couple of years ago, we started doing wireless sharing, but we thought about this and looked at the technology and went, how can we actually do the pairing between a device like a mobile and a video endpoint? Now we couldn't use wireless. And the reason is wireless goes everywhere because you want it to. You don't want an access point in every room. But I want to connect to the video endpoint that's in the room I'm in. So we couldn't use wireless. We couldn't use Bluetooth because Bluetooth as well is, it's not potentially enabled on all devices. We couldn't guarantee that it was enabled by default.
Correct.
So what we chose was ultrasound. And ultrasound proximity. And what was really cool about this is it was effectively an ultrasonic ping that was sent to the device. You know this? Even though we think it's an app, and we use it for apps most, it is actually a phone. And the one thing that we can guarantee is the microphone is on. And so we could respond and then we could pair and instantly share. But not only could we share, we worked out we could control the device, and ultrasound proximity became this ingenious technology that we could suddenly use for so many other things. So not only could we use it for pairing, sharing and controlling, we could use it for session mobility. So I could join a session on my mobile, walk into a room, instantly pair and swipe it and move it to the video endpoint. But then, now this one's really cool. We could just see that the ultrasound was sort of like sonar. And so it took an ultrasonic mapping of an empty room. And what that meant is as soon as somebody walked into a room, we knew that that room actually had somebody in there. And what's really cool about that is we now know that the room is in use, but also it woke up the endpoint and it enabled the camera for facial detection. And so we could then count the number of people in the room. And you didn't need a mobile. You just walked into the room and the room would then recognize that you were in there. Now, that's well and good if you've got a video endpoint. But what if you don't have a video endpoint? Now, we would love it if you had a video endpoint everywhere. So what we did is we created this little device. And this is a WebEx Share, and it's a HDMI ultrasound proximity dongle, and it plugs into any HDMI capable TV monitor or screen, and it now allows you to do proximity pairing, wireless sharing, but also occupancy sensing of all of those rooms. So, and that I think is really, really cool.
That's pretty impressive. And I've got to say, it's sometimes spooky if I walk into a meeting room and the screen says, "Hello, Raymond." So that's clearly there. Now, secondly, I don't think I know the right people in the company because I don't have one of those yet.
See, I take this everywhere with me.
Vanessa, awesome. It's great to see how we drive technology innovation to improve the user experience and the functionality that we bring to the workplace. If we move on, what sessions can people watch here at Cisco Live that'll give them a taste of workforce experience and workplace transformation?
And we've got lots and lots of sessions, and I only got to give you a little bit of an insight of some of the cool technology that we can do. The best place to start is there is actually a collaboration overview session that'll get you up to date on the latest updates that we have. But from a workforce experience perspective, there is a cloud calling session, there's a cloud meeting session, there is a client session that actually talks about Jabber and the team technology. We've got a Microsoft integration session. It's actually going on right now, but it's a great one to catch on demand. Also, there is a dedicated session on workplace transformation and workplace automation. We have another session that will go a deep dive into all of those artificial intelligence capabilities called cognitive collaboration. Definitely worth seeing that one. Enabling video in your organisation. The security sessions that I mentioned, but also there's a whole raft of sessions on connecting what you already have today, the assets that you have today, all of that on-prem collaboration to the cloud. So hybrid collaboration, hybrid services, hybrid video meetings, hybrid mesh, WebEx Edge. So lots and lots of sessions for you to go and really get a deep, deep dive into each one of these different innovations.
Excellent. And I think important for our live broadcast audience, all of these breakout sessions that Vanessa mentioned will be recorded and we'll make them available to you on Cisco Live On Demand somewhere in the region of the 19th of March. So Vanessa, anything else that you want to share with us in closing?
Yeah. So one other thing I didn't talk about from the proximity perspective is there have been some challenges in that there was a little bit of a difference with proximity if you had cloud registered endpoints than if you had on-prem registered endpoints, so video endpoints that connected to Communications Manager or VCS. So we've done a lot of work in the last couple of months to remove those challenges. So the WebEx Meetings app and the WebEx Teams app now can connect to either a cloud registered endpoint or unregistered endpoint. And that means, so there was a bit of user confusion because how would they know the difference? They can now walk in and instantly pair and share to any video endpoint. The other thing we've done is in Jabber, we've added proximity as well. So the next release of Jabber, and I know many of you out there are using Jabber, will also have proximity.
Excellent. That's great to know, and it's awesome to see how we drive that consistent user experience slowly but surely
it
across
allows
the
you
portfolio.
to enable a wireless sharing standard across your entire organisation.
Excellent. Vanessa, it was great to have you
so much
to
fun,
talk
Raymond.
about workplace and workforce experience and workplace transformation. Looking forward to your session, you presenting today at 12:50.
Yes, I am.
And the topic?
Workplace transformation and workplace automation.
I thought so. So for everyone that's on site at Cisco Live Melbourne, 12:50, Vanessa will be presenting here at the event on workforce experience and workplace transformation.
Yep,
Sorry, I almost got that wrong. But again, for those of you that are tuning in through the live broadcast, we will publish all of these sessions on the Cisco Live On Demand platform. Vanessa, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. We're going to take a very short break and we're going to come back and talk to you about multi-cloud. Don't go away.